Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. So we've got these 4 proposals up, and each one is as important as the rest. 2 are text proposals, going to need manual implementation afterwards. 2 are parameter changes. So before we get into this, who is the person behind these 4 proposals? Well, it's someone called Defunk, and Defunk has been around since the crash or before the crash. I don't know who this person is, but what I do know is they have put proposals up before and they were not very good proposals. So we had a community pool burn proposal, which was to burn a certain percentage of the community pool. This was at the very beginning. It seemed very viable at the beginning. It was never followed through. It was just sort of like, who is this Defunk person? Is he not going to follow this through? Is he going to follow this through? It's very questionable, to say the least. So I've got my own holdbacks on these proposals because I've seen this person come forward before. I've seen how they behave. I've seen how they conduct themselves, and it's simply just strange. Like I was saying, I don't know who this person is, and we've seen proposals go up before and nothing has ever come from them. They just, for better or worse, just abandoned the idea once it passed. It was very peculiar. I always found it very, very weird because we didn't actually know if that burn tax had been implemented or not. I walked a route with Ed as to which it wasn't implemented, thank God, because burning our community pool is just utterly, utterly stupid. But at the beginning, like I said, it seemed viable. We weren't spending any money from our community pool for a very long time. So moving over to the station side of things, because it's easier to see them all on here. We've got things in here that I agree with and things in here that I disagree with. So my first agreement here is this whitelisting of DApp contracts from burn taxes. This is going to be even more important with this passing. The reason why is because currently, as a node operator, I withdraw my commission, I get taxed. I move it off chain, which I have to do this. I get taxed. When I land at this CEX, I get taxed again. And then guess what? When I send it to my node infrastructure rental place, I get taxed again. So I've been taxed like 3 to 4 times, and it's really unfair on people like me because we're trying to build to benefit a future. And if we're going to whitelist people like Binance and give them favoritism, then we're going to have to start doing this for other people who are developing in the blockchain, who are burning through their projects. They should have the ability to become whitelisted. Now, the burn tax. I am highly against a increase on burn taxes because my sole humble opinion on this is every time we've increased the burn tax or messed around with the burn tax, things have just gone downhill. We can see this reflection in the chart system. There's a lot of these charts flying about at the moment where it shows you we're not burning, moving upwards. We start burning, huge crash, stop burning, we come up again, we start burning again, we're coming down again. There's a lot of evidence to support that taxing the hell out of the system is not working. The one thing we need to be careful of here is, are we going to enter another death spiral? Because the possibilities are high, right? You're going to increase the taxes, okay? A lot of node operators have simply shut down. We don't have a decent active set anymore. This is probably going to lead to more node operators shutting down because they're getting taxed even more on top of all of these other taxes that are in the blockchain. We don't have a smart tax system. We just have all of these different taxes and levies on people. And it's not nice. It's really not nice. This is why Binance wanted to be whitelisted away from the burning, because they're performing their own burns. It really all comes down to a thing right now where this is probably going to pass. The likelihood of this passing is very, very high right now. And we're just simply just going to have to let this one play out. And hopefully it doesn't pan out to a negative reflection on the price chart. And hopefully it pans out to a positive. But I just don't see this happening. All I see from this is people not wanting to trade, not wanting to come on chain, not wanting to build, not wanting to add projects. And I get it. I get that everybody wants to see coins burn. I totally get it. But, you know, there's a way to do this safely and correctly. And there's a way that we're just doing this and not even thinking about what we're doing anymore. It's becoming very, very concerning, to say the least. But I think this is going to be one of those ones where we'll have to let it pan out and we'll have to see what happens with the price system. Me being utterly honest here, I really don't see anything positive coming from this whatsoever unless every single project then becomes whitelisted away from the burn tax. So a lot of questions that come with this increase of burn tax. As to the split burn tax with the distribution model and the anti-handler split, I don't have enough substantial information to back up a good enough vote on this. There's not enough evidence to support a yes or a no. There's just people just put proposals up and expect people to make decisions based on what they're saying instead of actually providing a case study or things like that. And I just don't like these things. It's kind of the same with the burn tax. No case study whatsoever to show that the burn tax is working or it's breaking the system. The only evidence we're seeing is that it's genuinely breaking the system on the charting system. We can see where the burns went active. We can see where they went inactive. This can be fought from both sides of the river though, because what you could sit here and say is, well, maybe this here at the top was when we were going to activate the burn tax, as we can see on the charts, right? And this simply just could be FOMO, buy the rumor, sell the news. So you can fight both sides of the river with this. You can fight both corners and you can bring points from both sides. So this is really going to have to be, like I was saying, a thing where we either learn from the mistake or we better ourselves from making a positive change. But this is one of the things, no one's got a crystal ball. No one knows how this is going to pan out. As to my votes on this, you'll be able to see them as they go up. But the burn tax for me should just simply stay as it is. And the focus should be more on bringing projects in, getting projects to jump in, bringing liquidity over, getting protocols involved. Taxing the heck out of the system, it's not going to work. It's not going to say to Joe Blogs, over at Ethereum, come build on this blockchain. In fact, it's saying to them, don't come build on this blockchain because we've got high burn taxes. We're going to tax you 4 times. By the time you get to a CEX and send it to where it needs to go, you're going to get hit so many times. And it's just, we get it. People that are inside the LUNC community, we get it. We accept it for what it is, but that doesn't mean everybody else accepts it. That doesn't mean new holders getting involved accept this burn tax. It's one of them. It's always going to be 50-50 on burning, and I love burning, but burning should be done correctly. Let me know what you folks think about all of this. Like I was saying, I'm going to be putting my votes through shortly for all of this, so you can see it all. If you can't see the voting that's going on, people are saying that the voting's been taken away, just go and use LUNC Dash or some of these other websites that have thrown up that also show endpoints for the blockchain. Folks, have a really nice day. Stay safe. Beware of scammers. Beware of doppelgangers. Beware of anybody pretending to be me. And yeah, catch you in the next one.